I missed. Yeah, that's my old long shot. Stock's not on it. The other half of the bolt isn't on it. It's right here. Got my, the last 18 calls. So check that out. Clip in there. Probably should talk louder. I've modded this a smidge. I stuck my Stampede spring in there, and as you can now see, we primed. Took that lock out. I think, yeah, I also took the clip lock out so we can move it and it's primed forward. Pretty sure that's it. I guess I'll just get onto the main thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video, like the main non-necessarily nerf-related stuff. For Christmas, the main things that I'm asking for, I'll go from top to bottom for the main 5, pretty much. Main 4, 5, maybe 6. The first one is a Dremel. I found, if you guys know who Drac is, and I hope you do, if you're watching me, I hope you know who Drac is. He has Dremel, and I found the exact one at Home Depot for $60-something, and I really asked my mom for that for Christmas. The second thing would be a webcam, because I actually have a computer at my house, in my room. My mom has changed the password recently, and, something. I don't want to feel the heck I do that. That's the Stampede spring, because it's such wimpy. It gave me like a couple feet, because it's got 35 stock. It might be getting a little over 40 now. But I have a computer in my room. It's kind of slow and it's kind of old. I think 03, 04. Excuse me. A webcam. I found a really good one for pretty cheap. She's probably. I mean, I don't know which kind of one she's gonna get. Like maybe Logitech or something. She had one and it was really bad, and she was looking for the software. So I've just been asking for one for Christmas. That's number 2. Number 3. What is number 3? Pipe cutters. So I can take out the air stripper in that thing. I kind of want to do it like SG did it, but then again, I also want to do it like SG Nerf did it. I'm not sure which way. I might just do both. As a matter of fact, I might just do both. He said cut the prongs at the back, the 3 prongs that are inside the plunger tube, and SG Nerf took the pipe cutters around where the black piece hit the bolt sled. I'll try to show you that. Right. Oh, I think I took the jamper mark out, so you can't really see it there. Sorry. Yeah, he cut around where pretty much the black piece on the barrel was. If you've ever taken apart a long shot, I don't know, scared of the internals. That's how he did it, and I might just do both ways. Cut it out the back and then go in and drill through the front. I don't know. I got some JB Weld and I got epoxy, which is oh well. Yeah. Number 4 was a Raven. You know, the Raven CS18. It's on my wallpaper on my channel. If you go check that out. But I don't think those are going to be out until next February, same time as the Speed Swarm, which is what's his name? I don't even have his name on here. His name is RJ. Here, one sec. I kind of wanted to buzz the Ultimate Missile Blast. That's the main thing that I wanted. Okay, his name is... Where are you? What the... It was right here. It was called, like... Oh, Airsoft Days. Yeah. He said in Rumor Roundup Nerf Speed Swarm that it will be out in February. So I'm thinking that's when the Thunderstorm, which is the same thing as the... Why can I not remember these? The fully automatic Super Soaker, just opposite colors, like with gray and white. Except for it comes with a drum and that 6 stock, which I would definitely put on my barricade if I had it here. Modded that too. I put the 9-volt on the connectors and the thing shot so hard with whistles. It was crazy. But it jammed pretty easily with the whistles. Yeah. So I really wanted that, but I really want to buzz the Ultimate Missile Blast. I'm pretty sure in my last video that I made when I was over here, I showed you guys that black toy gun that just went doosh 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 with the LED in the front. You couldn't even see the flickering because of the bad crappiness of the webcam, but it's a pretty good webcam. I like it. Um, I've got my Hornet pump out. I had to break my Hornet just to get it open because it was two strip heads. I guess the guy got it from trying to take it apart. Modded my Titan too. I modded my Stampede, took that spring out. Might get the orange mod with the spring for that. Then take out the air restrictor, upgrade the voltage. You know, do the same thing with the Vulcan soon. If they do it, I think they are going to do an upgrade spring, but I may just put a couple. You know, Home Depot always. You know, gonna be making some stepping soon. Lots of stuff. Yeah. So what I have here, I have my baby, my favorite knife finder. This tiny bit of a trigger pull gets that light going. Just a little. Still got those two Hyperfire springs. Got a really nice deal. I can shoot and pretty much buzz V darts with red tips. I went to City Trends one day. If you guys know what that is, I don't know if you do. There's two of them in St. Louis, which is the station. I don't really want to shoot the camera, but I'll shoot over it if I can. These buzz V darts and these, I guess I'll just call them City Trend darts, are stinking out good with this knife finder. It's got the two Hyperfire springs in it. Pretty sure a Hyperfire and knife finder O-ring. I moved it a little bit with Vaseline just because I didn't have any silicone grease or whatever. I could recall. But yeah, that's my baby. Pretty much the only thing that I haven't done to it that I'm gonna do, I might chop up the spare a little bit more because with like whistlers and such, and I don't even use whistlers all much, but it stops them up there, and I'd like to be able to push them in just a little bit farther. I feel like they'll go farther back into the barrel. I mean, I don't know how exactly far that is. That's why I took the bigger one off in the first place, because it got me a little bit better range. Now, here's my strike fire. As you guys may remember, this thing was broken. But with that City Trend gun, and that might sound different than your strike fire, and the internals might look different than your strike fire. That's not modded. I think it's 30 feet unmodded. It has no air restrictor whatsoever. It came with a really nice spring and seal. I hope you can hear this. It goes like a little. Oh, and its darts. Sure, these darts actually, that gun broke priming handle since it was only $4. It still got 30 to 35 occasionally feet stock. And this is small. But it will vacuum load its darts. This is its plunger. See, it vacuum loaded a little. See. Yeah. So I have been doing a lot of. I did something with that. The trigger spring has been taken off. Okay, I'm going to. The trigger spring had been taken out when I first modded this, and the top of the plunger where the priming handle, you can come in. You don't have to be all quiet and stuff. I'm already 9 minutes into it. It had broken. Well, the top of the plunger where it comes back on the handle up there had broken, and so. Okay, okay, cool. You can use it if you want to. I was wondering what was it. Sorry. Yeah, so I just tried to put it in here and it fit perfectly. So that thing was an exact strike fire red. It was like red and blue and there was paint chips everywhere. The trigger was a bit different, yet it was comfortable. And right here was like none of this was here. It didn't have the thing on the top, and the handle was a little more smooth. But right here there was a little bar, and down here where when all this wasn't, there was a little bar. The same thing. It came with this 3 dart holder that you slid on, and you could put it on either one. So it was pretty much an exact specifier because it fit in here. And that guy that I got my long shot and my Titan and my Hornet and the toy gun from, gosh, I'm rambling. He likes just fake shooters more than start shooters. So I'm gonna paint that one up for him. I might do a Maverick commission for him. I might paint some other broken guns up for him. It's all black, simple stuff. Maybe do crappy jobs just to get free guns. I know, I'm a bad person. And now, presenting one of my most favorite things that I had in my arsenal. This, yeah, my father loves this gun because it was only $5 and it was so simple. The mod that I do it, and the mod that I did do it is, bam, CPVC barrel. Yes, and stock, it maybe got 25 feet with these alone. And I've taken it with the spring, I've done things with the spring and prepped with the seal, 45 feet with these, with this, with any type of dart. Just hot glued on there, and I'm thinking of doing a camouflage with black accent paint job. Like, the barrels will be black, the trigger black, the front end black, this black, and actually on there. I mean, it looks okay. It's kind of comfortable for a handgun. I may upgrade the spring as well, and then a camouflage base, like all this hunter green, and then everything else would be black, with the hunter green would be a camouflage. We might even put Wiz Khalifa on there since he loves camera shorts so much. But yeah, I really want a barrel spacer, and I don't know who would do a barrel spacer for cheap. They'd have to go out and buy one of these to get the exact measurements, and then they'd have to find a drill bit that would get exact on CPVC, because these are kind of uneven, if you can see it. But yeah, I just saw it off right where you start seeing the orange, just so that it wasn't hitting the screw port in the middle, so that it's like, I'd say about that much room left in between. Yeah, that's about it. That much room left in between. And then I just glued these on 45 feet. My baby, I love it. Mwah. Almost as much as this one. Oh yeah, the only thing I have left to do is glue the dart holders on here. And maybe saw. Ooh, box. As I've got my other one of these. I took them off. I know. Oh yeah, those still have pegs on them actually. So this is the one I had to switch. It's a long story. So this would be good for a speed runner. Don't take my idea. I'll still be the first to do it. You won't get any credit. But this is gonna be speed runner. I have another one, and the thing that went on the back fits marshmallows really nicely. So if anyone wants me to try and configure a marshmallow gun for them with above the ultimate missile blast, possibly a hyperfire, and reloading holes, and great range with marshmallows, I would be glad to do it, along with paint, but it might cost you a lot. I can do 2 of those, unless I get more hyperfire. That's going to be the base speed builder. That's 10 rounds, simple. Yeah, I don't want to, I've already run this before. I can't say that anymore. Yeah, if I get what I want for Christmas, got to see a lot more of me. A lot more multi. So, that being said, I'm going to fire this with, I'm not going to go usual. I'm going to fire it with City Center. That's what I'm starting to call them. And they fit so nicely together. They can't not get this deal. So yeah, like I said, if you've got an idea for a barrel spacer for me, if you can make it out of polycarbonate, to fit CPVC barrels, Busby Road template. If you for Busby Road, this this is my baby. If you can make one for me for cheap, and you guys know what I mean. If you can make one for me for cheap, I love you. On fire, this shot. Oh, there we go. Okay. The 4 City Trend Darts, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye. See you later. Comment, anything, spacer, any of these questions. See you guys later. Bye.